What is going on, people? I have another random battle on Pokemon Showdown for you guys today. This is a battle that was about 8 or 9 days ago. There's nothing really difficult about this battle. This was more just like a janky random team I got, and I thought it was hilarious. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna show it with you guys. This is too good to show. So, let's start off the match. So he's gonna start with Delphox. I'm gonna lead with the right period. I'm like, alright, I'm a Mega Horn this. He switches out into Landorus, and I'm like, no. And I missed the Mega Horn. Wow. 85% chance? No. So I switch out into Wormadam. He goes for the Sword Stance, hits me with the Stone Edge. I hit it with the Toxic because I'm like, yeah, you know what? Wormadam's gonna kick your ass, buddy. I go for the Protect just to stall out that Toxic, do some residual damage to him while I'm behind that Protect. He goes for the Earthquake. I'm gonna resist that, and I go for the Rock Blast, hoping for all five, but I only get 3. And I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? So I'm gonna go for another Protect, and once again, just to stall out this Landorus, because I want this Landorus dead. This thing could be a threat. And so I try to go for the double Protect, miss the double Protect, die. And I'm like, no, what's gonna go on? Luckily, the amount of poison damage he's taking at this time is enough to kill him next turn, because I'm gonna go in with Luvdisc and I'm gonna Protect like I did with Wormadam. That Landorus is gonna die, and he's gonna bring out his Flygon, and I'm gonna go Sweet Kiss that man. He hits me with the Dragon Claw. I'm like, I'm gonna eat that. That was delicious. I go for the Toxic just so I can poison it. He goes for the Substitute after the Toxic. I'm like, oh, your poor soul. Your poor soul. I go for another Protect just to stall out the Toxic. And unfortunately, his confusion lasts like, what, 1 turn? 2 turns? And I'm like, well, I need to do something. So I surf the Substitute, break it. He goes for another Dragon Claw. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit you up with another Sweet Kiss, but he switches out into Seviper, and this Seviper is really fucking annoying because he's just gonna switch out into a Lopunny. And so I Toxic the Lopunny, which is pretty good. And he goes for the Fake Out, almost killing me, and I'm like, shit. Fuck you, Lopunny. So I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna surf you. Seviper. And Seviper's like, let me eat that up. I go for the Sweet Kiss on the Seviper, and he hurts himself in confusion. I'm like, yeah, eat shit. I go for the Protect, hoping that he hurts himself in confusion, but his confusion snaps out. He hits me with the Earthquake. I Protect, so I'm all good. I go for another Sweet Kiss just to confuse it. It hurts himself again, and I'm like, yes. You know what, Seviper? It doesn't mean shit. I go for another Surf on this Luvdisc, and on this Lopunny, and I just pretty much just trying to stall it out because I know it's going to go for the Fake Out. And I'm like, let me Sweet Kiss you again. Hits me with the Thunder Punch and finally kills Luvdisc. This little like troll on his team has just been poisoning severely 2 of his big threats. I go into Porygon Z and I'm like, well, Porygon Z, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna try attack and then miss. And he's gonna bring up Musharna. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse, and Musharna's like, oh yeah, I don't care if it's super effective. I'm gonna eat that up. He goes to the Calm Mind, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for another Dark Pulse, trying to kill this thing, but it does not die. And I die to a Psyshock. Musharna is tanky as hell. I go back into Rhyperior, hitting him with a Mega Horn. That thing is going to be dead. Mega Horn is physical. That ain't gonna hurt Rhyperior at all. Rhyperior is just like, yo, listen, Flygon, I'm sick of your shit. I'm gonna hit you with that Rock Blast, hoping for all 5 again. Only get 3, and I'm like, no, I could have ended this battle so early. But he goes for the Roost, and he's just trying to stall me out now, because it doesn't really matter, though, because the Toxic is just killing him slowly. I mean, he can Roost all he wants. And so he goes for another Roost. I go for a Rock Blast, hoping for another 5, and only hit 2. And so he's just, look at that poison damage come back. He goes into Seviper, and I'm like, you know what, let me Rock Blast that thing. Hopefully I kill it. And I do, with the 4 Rock Blasts. Finally I get 4. So Flygon comes back in and roosts up. I'm like, you know what, I'm a gut faster than you. I'm a Rock Polish. A Rock Polish first turn, and then a Rock Polish again for that 3 times speed. And he Dragon Claws me, and I'm like, dude, do you know who I am? I'm Rhyperior. I'm gonna eat that up for days. Go for another Rock Blast, see how many I get. I only get 2 this time, and he superpowers me. I'm like, whoa, you're just gonna lower your defense for me? That makes it so much easier, Flygon. What are you doing? And I just keep hitting him.
over and over with the Rock Blast, trying to kill this thing. He just superpowers, lowering his defense even more. And I believe this is where he dies to poison, or maybe it's next turn. Yeah, it's next turn. I go for the Earthquake just to be like, lol, lol, lol. You know what? I'm not even gonna kill you. I'm gonna let the poison kill you. As you can see right here, the poison kills him, and he brings in his Delphox. I'm like, oh, Delphox, your poor, poor soul. I'm gonna Earthquake that with that super effectiveness. And that ends the match. If you like this battle, please subscribe. If you have not, like this, thumb it up. Comment if you wanna see what kind of battles. Ask me what kind of battles I wanna do next. If you enjoy this kind of stuff and you would like to see me do this live, I do this live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/iAmTerribleAtThings, the same as my YouTube. I also do Pokemon playthroughs, but I do them on a more difficult challenge. Like currently, I'm running Pokemon Blaze Black randomizer Nuzlocke. So what that does is allows me to have random Pokemon and I'm Nuzlocking it, making it even difficult, and it's Blaze Black, so it's an even harder version than regular Black. It's a ROM hack. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.